Guys, perfect time to do the morning video. Sitting on a rock right here. My shoes have about 500 miles on them, and the heels on the Topo Ultra Venture 4s always are this second pair of shoe that it gets worn out in the heel. So the last time I did it, I taped up my heel and taped up the shoe. It lasted for a lot longer. So this is the first day I'm doing it, so this should be good for, I don't know, 150 miles. Not worried about it, but it was getting a little red and a little hot on the heel, so I stopped, took care of it. Like I said, not worried about it. And I'm getting a new pair of shoes in like 50 miles or something, 45 miles if I need to. I'll probably carry them for a bit. But anyways, last night I got in, my buddy Blueberry Turtle, he was there, and he said that he packed out a Chinese entree for me. So I'm like, oh my God. So I didn't have to cook, or I don't cook anyways, but I didn't have to eat my food, and it was good. Who doesn't want Chinese? So thanks, Blueberry Turtle, that was awesome of you. And slept like a rock. Oh my God, I was so tired yesterday. Didn't sleep at all the night before. Last night it rained almost the whole night from 12 to 6, I guess. I didn't hear it or notice it, but that's what I heard when I woke up. And everything's kind of wet. The rocks are wet, which worries me because they can get slick when they're wet. So today we have 20.3 miles. We're going over St. John Ledges in a little bit, and I guess it's a really steep descent. We're going up a place called Caleb Peak before it, which has really good views, I guess. And then we have a 5-mile river walk, flat river walk, longest flat river walk on the AT, for 5 miles along the Housatonic. So we'll make some good miles there. Overall, today is going to be a tough day though. Even with those 5 flat miles, it's a lot of up, a lot of down. And that will line me up for only 6.3 miles into the post office tomorrow to get my shoes. So won't have an issue doing that. What else is going on? Yeah, I think that's it. But I'm gonna get going. I got going around 8:15, so probably get there around 6, 7, and that's fine. Should be a good day. The rain is done. I hope the sun does come out and dry some stuff up just for the slickness aspect, but it should be okay. There's a couple people went into Kent, Connecticut just now to go get some iced coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, so I just kept on going. I'll probably take a break and hike with them later, and that's some of that people from that first group. Queso, Big Stick, and Blueberry Turtle. So looking forward to that, and getting forward to today. There's like 8 climbs today. Yesterday I had 5. There's 8 today, all within, like, again, 5 to 750 feet. But some of them are steep, so it's gonna be a tougher one today. Looks like those mountains are slowly creeping in. They're knocking on the door. Hey guys, forgot to mention, yesterday we hit the 2/3 mark. I didn't see any sign. I don't think there was one. But when I got to camp and I was doing the numbers and everything, 2/3 of the trail officially done. So last third, here we go. This is the view from Caleb's Peak. Kind of foggy. I didn't realize it was this foggy until I got up here. There's St. John's Ledges. I guess the descent down here is extremely, extremely steep. So I'm gonna be careful. It doesn't go down this way, by the way. It's back here, the AT. This is just, AT's like 50 feet that way. But I do hear it's very steep. So I'm gonna go get it now. Trail keeps on going down there. Rocks are definitely a little slick. Traction is not the best of my shoes, but I think I'm almost down most of it. Made it down. Now I'm on that 5-mile stretch of flat. This is like the river road. I don't think the whole 5 miles is on this river road. I think we actually go back into the woods, but it's along the river and flat. But when I was coming down that St. John's Ledges, I said I was like almost done. I wasn't. I was like probably only a quarter of the way through. Pretty slow going. But I'm not in any rush, so I take my time, make sure my feet are properly positioned before I take the next step, especially with my feet or my shoes a little bit older than I would like to be going down some steeper stuff, and the rocks are a little slick today. So just take my time, no rush. I don't really care how long it takes me. It's just trying to be safe as I can. 3 points of contact, 2 feet, 1 pole, or 2 poles, 1 foot. That's kind of how I view it the whole way down, and just hope I get lucky as well. So, but everything went well. Happy to be here, and now I got a long stretch of easy. We entered the woods right there.
Sure, my name is Norm, so.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know how long we're spending up here at the shelter right now.
Walking along this river. We really are on this for a long time, but it's really beautiful. I love walking next to a river. Took that break at that shelter and met another one of the fellow YouTubers. That was pretty neat. So nice chatting with you, Swift. If you do see this, best of luck. That flat river walk is done. So I'm back in the woods. And this is where the difficult part of the day begins, really. Got 10.3 miles to camp. And it's all up and down, with some pretty steep ups and steep downs too. When you see the elevation profile, you'll understand. But this is gonna be a tough 5 hours here. Hey guys, quick afternoon check-in here. Absolutely dying going up. I went up 2 of the, I think there's 5 or 6 hills to camp. I think the first 2 are actually the biggest, but the other 3 or 4, they're no slouches either. But man, I am absolutely dying. But yeah, just struggling right now, sweating like no other. But I want to talk a little bit about my through hike. So I know everyone has their own hike. There's the saying, hike your own hike. I am a purist. I am hiking the entirety of the trail, every White Blaze, from Springer to Katahdin. And I won't go too much into opinion, because who cares about my opinion, to be honest? And who cares about anyone else's opinion too? But I do believe that, like, to through hike the AT means to through hike the AT. I mean, I've met a lot of people out here, friends with a lot of them, good people. I like them. But there's a lot of blue blazing going on, yellow blazing, and frankly just straight up skipping some of the trail. And I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. Doesn't bother me. But what kind of does bother me though is when they go out and say, you know, they're through hikers. It's like, now you're just lying. And once again, probably really don't care, but it's just kind of weird that you can come out on a journey and, I mean, just straight up, just lie to yourself. I mean, lie, say whatever you want. I can say I hiked the PCT. I never did. But you know what? When it comes to me, I don't care, because the only thing I care about is what I have inside myself. I know the truth, and I think that's all that matters. So I don't want to judge anyone, never will. Don't really, like I said, honest to God,
I don't really care. But it is kind of weird when you get out there and say that you're a thru hiker or you're hiked all the way from one place to the other. Or even worse, when you go on YouTube and try and monetize it to make some money. It's kind of messed up. But to each their own. I know what I'm doing. And there's a whole lot of people who are true thru hikers and hike the whole trail themselves as well. Like me. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because social media. I don't know if it's like YouTube. And look what I'm doing as I'm posting, talking to myself in the woods about something that doesn't mean anything. But it is kind of just, I think, a bigger picture in society where people can just straight up lie to themselves. What good does that have, you know? It's kind of like, you know how colleges give honorary degrees? I don't want an honorary degree. I want the real thing. I want to earn it. And I think that's really a huge character, a testament of someone's character when they just will do what they need to do within themselves. No one's, you know, people watch this. I'm thankful for you guys for watching it. That's really nice. I love the support. But really, like, what it comes down to for me, and it should come down for everyone else, I think, too, is it's what's inside yourself. And you can lie all you want, you can say whatever you want, but you can't lie to yourself. And that's the stuff that eats you up at the end of the day. Hey guys, just showing the trail. And I was thinking about maybe deleting that last video, but I'm gonna keep it. But then I got thinking too, how I mentioned earlier that I ran into fellow YouTuber Swift, and then I mentioned how some YouTube people may be using stuff to monetize stuff, and that was not about her. I ran into her at the shelter and chatted with her for 20-30 minutes. She's very, very nice, and I would actually even recommend watching her channel. That little rant about everything was actually about nobody. It was just something that came to my mind while I was hiking, and it's not targeting anybody or anything, so don't think that there's some like weird beef going on or anything like that. No, it's just how I view the trail. And I did think that. I'm like, oh no, I just mentioned that I saw a fellow YouTuber, and then I went on that rant. Like, they're gonna think that. I'm like, no, that's not. So that's why I'm recording this, just to clarify that, and also to say it was not about anybody at all. It was just about the hiker in general, the trail, the kind of the trail etiquette, and just kind of how people hike their own hike type of deal. So I'm gonna keep it. It's how I feel, and I'm gonna keep everything on how I feel on this channel. It's my channel. I'm not making any money on it, and that's fine. You know, it's just how I view the Appalachian Trail. I feel it should be hiked if you come out here to hike it. You know, you're spending so much time, just do the trail. So I did want to clarify that, because I was thinking about it, like, oh man, that could come off terribly wrong, and someone completely innocent could be just viewed differently, and that would have been bad, and that wouldn't have been fair to her at all, because she is very, very sweet, very nice girl. And like I said again, I heavily recommend actually watching her. She's doing great. There's a view on one of the climbs. The next view will be Pine Knob. This was another tough climb. My entire shirt and pants are soaked. I have to actually turn off my phone in my pocket because there's so much moisture in the pocket and just the short that it's like hitting buttons or something. So I'm turning that off and then just turning it on every once in a while. But boy, It's tough. Struggling right now. Hoping so that was climb number 3. There are 6 of them. I'm hoping, and I know like 5 and 6 are kind of short. By the way, see these, like, there's a blue blaze here, and then obviously the white blaze AT. The blue blaze is marking some other trail, but on the AT, the blue blaze usually signifies a different trail, and it's throwing me off so crazy right now. Can't wait to get off this one, because just get these blue blazes off the trail. They should not be on the AT. It's just very confusing when I see one. I'm like, oh no, I'll have to look at far out to see if I'm actually on the AT. And then I'll see, like, here's a perfect example. See here coming up, it's just a blue. But obviously, now there's the white. So when I just see the blue without the white, I start freaking out. But for this portion of the trail must be shared by some trail that signifies a blue blaze. But gonna keep on going here. Yeah, this is gonna be a long video. So there is 6 climbs, but the 5th is not small. It's a huge climb. The 4th one is gradual, but not as steep. A little longer, but I would prefer that right now. The 5th one's the one that's gonna absolutely kill me. The 6th one is smaller. Hey guys, I gotta show this one. Hey, this is on the 5th climb. I turn this corner and the blaze is right there. Like, no way. There's no chance it's going up there, right? Let's go take a look. There's no way I can get up there. Oh, is it one of these squeezer thingies? Oh, it sure is. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right, that's what it is. Just made it to the wooded summit of Easter Mountain, and this marks the last climb of the day. I'm happy to be done with this one. Now I just got a descent down. I think I'm about 1.2 or so away from Sharon Mountain Campsite. Looking forward to getting there. I'm beat. Just had my 3rd tick on me of the trip. He was on my leg, found it, killed it. But I'll check really thoroughly tonight. Hey guys, just wrapping up here, day number 102. I made it to camp. I am beat. 20.3 miles. Looks like I'm gonna be the only one here, but this does look like a pretty decent campsite. There's a bear box, privy. I'll kind of stand up. So right there, I'm gonna camp. Set up in a second. Looked like it was 4,500 gain and loss today, and about 450 gain plus loss per mile. And you know what? That is counting. Stupid bug. That's counting 5 miles of total flat. So pretty rough day, especially the second half, the second 10. A lot of that was probably close to 600 feet gain or loss. I bet some of it was even more. Really tough day. Happy to be at camp. And 6.3 into Falls Village tomorrow. I'm gonna eat. There's a water source down there, but I think I should be good for the rest of the night. And then, man, I keep thinking there's bugs on me. And that's it. I know, kind of a opinionated day for me. I don't say too much about things because I really believe people should do what they want and don't mess with other people type of thing. But really happy that today is done. Connecticut is harder than I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie. Hoping the last 20 miles, 25 miles, yeah, probably 20 miles of Connecticut aren't as bad, because today's stretch was tough, but it's no problem. Retriever tougher. So you guys have a good night. Day 102 is in the books. Probably a long video today.